Hello. Hockey's got some of the most insane moments that can leave anyone standing, shaking their head, or literally screaming, "Did that just happen?" We are counting down 10 of the most insane NHL moments that are so jaw-dropping, you won't believe they actually happened. The world of hockey has seen insane goals, mind-blowing saves, and a few moments that completely shocked fans. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, and get ready to enjoy some of the most unforgettable moments in NHL history. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. Starting from number 10, we are going to kick things off with a goal that was so wild that it almost didn't feel real. That was Mike Legg's Michigan goal back in 1996. If you've never seen this, I'll paint the picture for you. Legg takes the puck behind the net, and instead of just trying to jam it in, he does something completely ridiculous. He lifts the puck onto his stick, swings around in midair, and then, while basically floating, tucks it past the goalie. I mean, it was straight up magic. The fans were losing their minds. The goalie didn't know whether to cry or laugh, and everyone watching was thinking, did Legg really just do that? To this day, the Michigan move is one of those plays that kids everywhere dream of pulling off. Now, we're jumping way back to 1980 with one of the most famous moments in sports history. The Miracle on Ice. Team USA, full of college players and underdogs, went up against the Soviet Union, who were pretty much untouchable at the time. No one thought Team USA stood a chance, but in one of the biggest upsets ever, the Americans shocked the world, beating the Soviets 4-3. This was a moment that left even the players speechless, not to talk of the fans. The entire stadium in Lake Placid erupted like we had never seen before. The players were crying, fans were hugging each other, and it felt like the whole country was in a collective state of disbelief. You could feel the energy of that moment from miles away, and it's still talked about as one of the greatest sports moments ever to date. Okay, at number 8, let's talk about a save that was so ridiculous those years. People still ask, how did he do that? Who? Patrick Waz. His save on the St. Patrick's Day in 1987 cannot be forgotten. Waz was already one of the greatest goalies of all time, but this one was another level of excellence displayed. The puck was headed straight for the top corner, and there was no way it wasn't going in. But Waz somehow stretched, did some kind of impossible contortion, and snatched it right out of the air. This guy was a freak of nature in the net. The crowd in Montreal went wild. The opposing players stared in disbelief. The commentators believed they had just witnessed the impossible. This was a save that proved Waz wasn't just a goalie, Waz was a legend. At number 7, we have Sidney Crosby's golden goal at the 2010 Winter Olympics. It was Canada versus the US in the gold medal game, and it was tied 2-2 in overtime. The pressure was unreal. Every single person in Canada was holding their breath. Then, Crosby gets the pass from McGinley, takes a quick shot, and bam, it's in. Canada fans go wild. Fans are screaming, crying, hugging. People are jumping all over the place like it's a national holiday. That event made Crosby a hero for life, because that was a defining moment for Canadian hockey. Yes, it later became an unforgettable moment for all others who witnessed it. Now, let's switch gears a bit. At number 6, we have the Brawl of 1992. This game was pure chaos. It's the infamous 1992 brawl between the Detroit Red Wings and the Minnesota North Stars. This game was full of bad blood, especially after the teams had gone at it in a few previous encounters. You could feel the tension in the air before the puck even dropped. Then, things boiled over into an all-out, no-holds-barred brawl. Gloves off, sticks flying, players all over the place swinging at anything that moved. Players were throwing punches left and right, and even the coaches got involved. The referees were just trying to keep up. How did fans react? Many fans completely lost their minds, obviously. They could be seen yelling and screaming. This was one of those moments that made you remember just how intense hockey can get. It wasn't pretty, but it sure was unforgettable. Not for the goals, but for the utter mayhem that ensued. At number 5, we have one of the most iconic goals ever. Bobby Orr's flying goal in the 1970 Stanley Cup Finals. It was overtime, the score was tied at 3, and Bobby Orr, one of the greatest to ever play the game, took a pass from Derek Sanderson, rushed the net, and got tripped up as he was about to shoot. But he doesn't fall. Instead, he's flying through the air as he scores the game-winning goal, securing the cup for the Bruins. The arena completely erupted. Fans were standing on their feet, crying and celebrating. Even the players were in shock. That image of Bobby Orr flying through the air is still one of the most iconic photos in all of sports. Okay, buckle up for this one. 2003 Stanley Cup Finals, Game 5. What happened in this game? It was the New Jersey Devils against the Anaheim Ducks. Double overtime. The tension was insane. Everyone in the arena, everyone at home was on the edge of their seat. Jason Arnott gets the puck, winds up, and suddenly fires it in. Boom! The Devils take the 3-2 series lead. You could literally feel the energy in that moment as the crowd exploded in great jubilation. The Ducks were gutted. This is one of those overtime moments that made you believe in the magic of the game of hockey. Alright, let's go to number 3. Brett Hull's no goal in 1999 is one of the most controversial moments in Stanley Cup history. Hull scored the Stanley Cup winning goal for the Dallas Stars in triple overtime. Funny enough, this guy's skate was in the crease when he scored that goal. The refs ruled it a good goal, and the Stars took the cup. But let me tell you, fans in Buffalo were not happy. Coaches, players, and even fans still argue to this day whether the goal should have counted. Whatever side you're on, we know it was a moment that will always be remembered as one of the most debated calls in the NHL. This one is unbelievable. Roberto Luongo's stick save in 2007 is number 2. The Vancouver Canucks were in a tight playoff game against the Dallas Stars, and with minutes left, the Stars had a golden opportunity, an open shot at an empty net. Luongo somehow managed to stretch his stick out, making a save that was so out of this world that even the Stars players were left looking at each other in shock. They couldn't believe it. The crowd in Vancouver, losing it, immediately got on their feet. That was pure goalie mystery we still cannot explain. And finally, guys, here's number 1. Dominic Hasek's Superman save in 1993. This one still blows the mind of every hockey fan each time it is being watched. The Buffalo Sabres were facing the Detroit Red Wings, and the game was tied. Sergei Fedorov took a point-blank shot that looked like a sure goal, but Hasek, being the legend he is, somehow stretched his leg out in a way that defied all logic and kept the puck out of the net. The crowd immediately lost it. Even the Red Wings couldn't believe what they had just seen. It was one of those defining moments that made you realize just how special Dominic Hasek really was, right? Fams, we hope you enjoyed these 10 insane NHL moments. The jaw-dropping goals, the mind-blowing saves, and the tension that almost tore the love in the game apart. These are plays that make hockey the greatest sport on the planet, we believe. Which one blew your mind the most? Drop a comment below and let us know. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more awesome hockey content. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we have up next. Until next time, keep your stick on the ice, and I'll see you in the next video.